I was reminded of a hadith in the Arba'in of Imam Nawawi rahimahullah. And I just wanted to read that to you guys. Is that okay? Because I think it's just very powerful. Right? It's actually a hadith al-Qudsi, which is a narration that Rasulullah is narrating from Allah. So it's not Quran, right? Because Quran is the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But at the same time, Rasulullah is narrating that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying this. And Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. The narration is from Anas bin Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول. I heard Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم say, يا ابن آدم إنك ما دعوتني ورجوتني غفرت لك. And he said, O son of Adam, O daughters of Adam, indeed, as long as you make dua to me, and as long as you have hope in me, غفرت لك, I will forgive you. As long as you have hope in me, and you make dua to me, I will forgive you. على ما كان منك ولا أبالي. And I don't care what you've done. I have no care. Meaning I will forgive you and I won't bat an eyelash. That would be the vernacular. على ما كان منك. I don't care how many times you drank. I don't care how many times you slept with that other person. I don't care how many times you missed your salah. I don't care how many times you spoke back to your parents. على ما كان منك. On whatever you have done, ولا أبالي, I don't even care. يا ابن آدم لو بلغت ذنوبك عنان السماء. O children of Adam, O son of Adam, if you were to sin, so much so that your sins were to reach the highest of the heavens, ثم استغفرتني غفرت لك. And then you came to me. Then you came to me with the sin fresh in your mind. Right? You come and you make istighfar. You ask me for forgiveness. غفرت لك, I'll still forgive you. يا ابن آدم لو أتيتني بقراب الأرض خطايا. If you come to me with an earth full of sin. You know the ulama have written that if a person were to, if all of humanity were to get together, in sin, he would not be able to fill what is between the heavens and the earth. Right? What do you think of one person? بِقُرَابِ الْأَرْضِ خَطَايَا. You come to me with an earth full of sins. ثُمَّ لَقِيتَنِي لَا تُشْرِكَ بِهِ شَيْئًا لَأَتَيْتُكَ بِقُرَابِهَا مَغْفِرَةً. So a person comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, بِقُرَابِ الْأَرْضِ خَطَايَا. You come to Him with an earth full of sins. Sin after sin after sin. And He says, you come to me, لَقِيتَنِي, and you come and meet me, and you don't associate anyone and make shirk with me with anyone, right? I will meet you with a similar amount of maghfirah. As many sins as you have brought, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring that much maghfirah. Right? So that's a little, I just thought that was so relevant, right? The question is, what if you're doing the same sin again and again and again? And you do the sin and you say sorry, and you do the sin and you say sorry, and you do the sin and you say sorry. Will Allah still forgive you? Will Allah still forgive you?
Yes.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will still forgive you. That is not a blanket statement from the Shaykh that now go do whatever sin you want repeatedly. What it is an acknowledgement that a slave can never sin so much that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot forgive it. That is the reality of the situation. I'll give you one story which I think speaks to that situation. I know this one individual, it was a guy who was involved in a sin of intimate nature, right? I'll just speak in innuendo. And he would do the sin, and then he would feel terrible. And there's times he would be involved in the sin, and he's trying to remind myself, I'm going to go burn in a hellfire for doing this sin, and he still couldn't stop himself. He did it not 2 times. It was an ongoing thing. But every time he did this, he would go afterwards, he would make ghusl, right? He would make ghusl, like he would take a shower, become ritually pure. He would go to the musalla and he would make 2 rakat salah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he would ask, Ya Allah, I'm sorry I did this, right? And I intend, full well knowing that he's going to do it again. Full well knowing, he would still say, Ya Allah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again. How long do you think this person did it? The same cycle. Multiple times, maybe in a week. Maybe, if it was one of us, maybe it'd go for a week and then we just give up on dua, right? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 years. This was the person's routine. However, at the end of those 2 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took that person out of that sin in such a way that this person now, even if a woman tries to touch his hand at the tollway, he will not touch her hand. That's hidayah. 2 years. And that is actually a sign. A person wants to know that, how do I know I've been forgiven? One of the ways you know you're forgiven in a spiritual sense is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes you out of the sin that you're in. Right? That means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted your sorry. And it's not bad to say sorry 15 times. And don't feel bad that you have to say sorry 15 times. When, for example, mom is mad and the son is really, the children have really gotten her and she's about to tear out her hair, and Bashar comes and says, oh mom, I'm sorry. She's like, what's your sorry going to do, right? She's mad, right? Because you're just driven her crazy, right? And then she's like, okay, whatever. And then she's still not talking, and then you start sorry, and then eventually she'll take you in, right? And gives you love like you never did anything in the first place. That's the nature of a mother. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves His slaves more than a mother loves her child. So yeah, that door doesn't close, right? That door of maghfirah doesn't close from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's side, by and large, right? By and large, the general rule, that, I shouldn't even say by and large, that door is left open. Generally what happens is people close the door from their side.